Game number 5 of 6 in this weekend's Bucknell Invitational welcomes NJIT and George Washington for a matchup on a Saturday afternoon from Davis Gym on the campus of Bucknell University here in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. On behalf of our entire crew, I'm Jake Starr. Thanks for joining us on the Bucknell Athletics YouTube channel. And it's a George Washington team that is just coming off a 5-set victory about 35 minutes ago. They're 1-4 on the season. Just got head coach Katie Reifert's first career win. NJIT, they fell 3-0 to Bucknell earlier this morning. They are 1-5 overall on the season under head coach Pedro Trevino. For GW, here's how they line up. Bella Bowman, the defensive specialist. Liv Womble, the opposite side hitter. Markella Lanera, the middle blocker. Amina Robinson, the libero. Sierra Porter, the middle blocker. Grace Allred, the setter. And Elizabeth Drelling is the outside hitter. On the NJIT side, Astra Valone, outside hitter. Maddie Dennis, setter. Adriana Getz Morales, right side hitter. Courtney Branch, middle blocker. Doa Emil, libero. Ines Varela, middle blocker. And Ellie Torres, outside hitter. NJIT will serve first, left to right across your stream for the Highlanders. Get us underway in match number 5 of 6 in this Bucknell Invitational. That first kill belongs to Elizabeth Drilling. 1-0 George Washington early. NJIT comes out in their white uniforms with red lettering and numbering. The libero, Doa Emil, wears navy blue with white lettering and numbering and red trim around the side. George Washington, navy blue tops with gold lettering and numbering, and the libero, Amina Robinson, gold uniforms with navy blue lettering and numbering with a white outline. Tipped at the net, even at 1 apiece. George Washington team, as we said, a thriller that went 5 sets against LIU, ended about 30 minutes ago. LIU had a 2-1 lead going into set number 4, but George Washington captured the last 2 sets to capture its first win of the season. Far side swing from Torres, dug up by the Colonials. There's an attack and there's a kill from Sierra Porter for George Washington. 2-1 the score. Colonials have the lead early. NJIT 0-2. Overall on the weekend, they fell 3-1 against LIU last night in the first night of the 2-day Bucknell Invitational. Free ball sent over by the Highlanders. Robinson digs it up. Down the middle attack from George Washington, covered by NJIT. Excellent dig from Robinson, but it goes into the net. Evens us up at 2 apiece in set number 1. George Washington fell 3-1 to Bucknell last night to open up this invitational, and then had the 3-2 win against LIU just about a half hour ago. Liv Womble picks herself up another kill. She had an excellent outing against LIU. Set the serve for George Washington. Liv Womble, who we just mentioned, had the kill. Bit of a miscommunication there, and that'll result in a George Washington point on the double touch. Colonials up 4-2. Womble serves again. Gets it over. That's set by Varela. Robinson, a bit of miscommunication on the dig, leads to a NJIT point. George Washington leads by 1, and obviously the question for Katie Reifert's squad is, can they carry the momentum into the second match they played this afternoon, or will the tiring of the last match come back to catch up with them? Near side swing, Myers punches it over. NJIT, Valone has it down the middle attack. It's blocked and covered by the Highlanders. Stepping to the net, Robinson down to a knee, they dig it up. They send it back to Myers. Now they're blocking another cover for the Colonials. Now they send it back, Womble. Hit it off the net. hits off the antenna. So for now, they're going to say it's a George Washington point, but the officials will speak about it. Michael McPoyle, the official up on the stand. Point does go to George Washington. Cooper Steve, the official on the other side, down on the floor, and the line judges Rose Atkinson and David Atkinson. Cooper Steve, the R2, explaining the call to head coach Pedro Trevino for the NJIT Highlanders. 5th season overall. It's an NJI team very much in a retool, rebuild, very similar to their counterparts on the other side. Big storyline that we'll hit on often this afternoon is two teams just trying to find themselves a bit of an identity. Serves over. That's set by Impaglia, one of the two captains on this NJIT team. Back to the near side, Drelling, rolls shot over. NJIT picks it up. Punched over by Torres, and it's out of bounds for a kill for her, and NJIT cuts the lead to just 1. So NJIT gets the serve back. It'll be Ellie Torres set the serve for the Highlanders. Here's the serve for Torres. Robinson, a nice job. Down to Anita on the serve receive. And there's another kill, that time by Elizabeth Drelling. Drelling, who had herself an excellent match against LIU. A career match set a new career high in kills, surpassed her previous high of 20 she set against American. George Washington serves. Lanera has the serve. Down the middle attack attempt from the Highlanders. Set back. Emil puts it up in the air, and there's a kill for Asher Valone. Valone picked up 6 kills. NJIT's first match today against the Bucknell Bison. Bucknell back in action at 4 o'clock, roughly, following the conclusion of this match. Set the serve, Ines Valera. Set in the middle, dump move by Diara Elma Jolo, an excellent job by her. And that'll make it 7-5. The lead belongs to George Washington. Set the serve for the Colonials, it's Grace Allred. On the serve receive, Asher Valone, set in the middle by Impaglia. And there's a kill for Courtney Branch. Excellent job by NJIT, staying in system. Courtney Branch picks herself up a kill. 7 of them against Bucknell earlier this morning. NJIT had an early wake-up call. 9 o'clock match against the Bison. Start off day 2 of this Bucknell Invitational from Davis Gym on the campus of Bucknell. Shot over, looking for a kill with Porter, couldn't get it. Back to the near side, a swing from Getz Morales. Robinson sets it up, Drelling swings, excellent dig off the hands of Ellie Torres. Torres will just send a free ball over. George Washington set up in system, swing and a kill, that time by Liv Womble. Already the 3rd kill for Womble this afternoon. She's had herself an excellent day, an excellent tournament so far in this Bucknell Invitational. Penelope Hippler in to serve for George Washington. Colonials lead 8-6 in the first set. Hippler's serve off the right hand. Set in the middle by Maddie Dennis, over to the far side, and there's a kill for Adriana Getz Morales. Bringsville, Pennsylvania native, playing back in her home state. Puts NJIT within 1. Getz Morales picked up 6 kills this morning against Bucknell. George Washington sets things up. Liv Womble, a swing. Joust down on the floor for it. Nobody able to collect it. So Emil tried to lay out for the pancake dig, but could not collect it. 9-7 the score. Libero Amina Robinson serves for George Washington. Poked on over, and a kill belongs to Ellie Torres. Torres, also another Pennsylvania native, playing back in her home state. Both teams entered today with one win overall. Both teams won just 2 matches a season ago. So whoever wins this match will already match last year's total win total. Just the second weekend of the season. Set up, down the middle attack, just misses a bit long. Off the hands of Markella Lanera. We're all tied up at 9 in the first set. NJIT has the serve back. It'll be the libero, Doa Emil. Comes from Istanbul, Turkey. On the serve receive, back to the near side. Myers puts it over and puts it in. It's a point and a kill for Brittany Myers. Her first kill of the afternoon. She's another one who had an excellent first match of the day for George Washington against the LIU Sharks. The aforementioned LIU team sitting just across the way from us on the far side of your stream as they get ready to take on Bucknell after this match. And Myers again gets a kill. 2-point lead for George Washington. Liv Womble serves the Wilmington, North Carolina native. Back to the near side, gets Morales, pokes it over, but in system. And a back line attack for Liv Womble. The libero Emil sets it up for Gets Morales again. They featured her a lot on the right side early. Myers again. Gets another kill. Brittany Myers make that 3. For the Alexandria, Virginia native, outside hitter. She's in her second season. Played her last at Rhode Island, though, so she's a transfer into this George Washington program. One of 9 newcomers. For first-year head coach Katie Reifert. Excellent pancake pickup by Robinson, but it is an overpass. Gets Morales, tried to go up for it. With a duo of Markella Lanera and Brittany Myers. Combined for a block, and it's a big point for George Washington. Womble serves again. It's a George Washington team that we have seen exhibit plenty of size. Torres pokes it over, but in system. Back to the near side. Myers trying to find the back row. She does. Incomplete no man's land, and a timeout called by head coach Pedro Trevino. So 14-9 is the score. NJIT trails George Washington. We'll keep things here, as George Washington has not let up from what it's done back in its victory against LIU just a little bit ago. And the question could have been, would George Washington be tired, or would the momentum carry over? And early return so far, but from what we're seeing, the momentum is certainly carrying over for this George Washington team so far. It's a team that certainly has a bright future, but still a lot of uncertainty. As we said, 9 newcomers, the whole coaching staff for the Colonials, all brand new. Katie Reifert, the GW Volleyball alum in her first season. She's joined by assistant coaches Justin Wong and Nicole Alford. Take a look at the NJIT group led by Pedro Trevino. He's in his 5th season. He's an NJIT grad back in 2001. As he took the timeout, which we're coming out of now fresh. George Washington, still plenty of energy. Down on the right side of your stream on their bench. So the serve belongs to the Colonials. Liv Womble, who has helped spark a run for George Washington, at the line again. Set right at the 10-foot line over the far side. Torres sends it over, but it's sent right back to her. 15-9. Much like we talked about with this George Washington team in the first match, NJIT in a similar position, just trying to find an identity. Here's a near side swing from Gets Morales. Free ball sent over by Robinson. Set up in the middle, over to the far side, poked over by Ellie Torres. Robinson, excellent job laying out for it, and just sent over on a bump from Lanera on the free ball. Near side swing, way long. Off the hands of Gets Morales. Butler said that Bucknell tipped it. So the point goes to the Highlanders. It's 15-10 in set number 1. Juliana Impaglia, the Colonial, New Jersey native. Senior setter, set the serve for NJIT. Robinson easily on the serve receive. They stay in system, but it's blocked back. Ines Varela had 2 blocks this morning against Bucknell. Adds another right there. Varela was named to the 2021 America East All-Rookie team. She'll be another key cog on this NJIT squad. In system is GW again. Myers swings, kills, drops it right in the kitchen. GW maintains a 5-point lead in set number 1. Couple of subs for George Washington. Bella Bowman checks in. She set the serve. Bowman in her 5th year. Excellent defensively. Sent over by Wander. Back to the near side. A swing from Drelling. Overpass. That Bowman digs up. It's set. Far pin swing. Into the net for Liv Womble. And the point goes to NJIT. (16-12) the lead belongs to George Washington in the first set. Ellie Torres will serve. Gets it away, low serve, dug up by Robinson, excellently down to a knee. Drelling, left pin, sails it a bit long. 16-13, NJIT on a bit of a run. Ellie Torres set the serve again. In her junior season, back in her freshman year, led the team in kills. Gets the serve over, dug up once again in system. Back to the near side, poked over, but the block covered by George Washington. Drelling again, blocked out of bounds, and Drelling picks up herself another kill. That'll be her 3rd of this first set. Tiara Porter checks back in. So does Markella Lanera. The Athens, Greece native, she'll serve. GW holds a 4-point advantage. Trying to poke it over was Kelly on Wander, but hit off awkwardly off her right hand into the net. 18-13. Lanera serves again, looking to spark a rally for GW and pull away in set number 1. Far side swing, Valone, blocked out of bounds by GW. So Valone gets a kill. We said she had 6 kills against Bucknell. Middle of the week matchup against St. Peter's, she picked up 9. St. Peter's the lone win for NJIT this season. Won 3-0. Obviously a school that made some noise back in last March's NCAA tournament. NJIT serves Valera. That's blocked out of bounds. And the point belongs to George Washington. Colonials closing in on a first set victory against an NJIT team that has won just 4 sets so far on the season. This match number 7 for Pedro Trevino's squad. Then a middle attack, excellent dig up by George Washington. Back to the near side, Drelling, blocked at the net, trying to cover George Washington. An excellent job, the duo of Courtney Branch and Kelly on Wander. Up for that, cuts the deficit to 4 for NJIT. Couple of subs for Trevino's squad. Smile on his face as he high-fives Juliana Impaglia. Trevino, someone spoke to earlier in the week. He's trying to establish an identity, establish a culture with his squad. Dennis watches her teammate Ellie Torres sail it long. 20-15, and he's just trying to find an identity, trying to find something this team can rely on. And the word that he most often used was the word scrappy. It's a group that might not play the prettiest style of volleyball, but they're incredibly scrappy and they work hard for each other. Set in the middle by Maddie Dennis, swing, block back, excellent job. Tierra Porter and Brittany Myers up there for the block, and George Washington 4 points away from closing in on a win. That one into the net from Penelope Hippler, and it's 21-16. Asher Verlone, the sophomore from Laredo, Texas, serves. Robinson passes it up front in system. Swing, one-arm dig, almost an overpass, but a nice job by Adriana Getz-Morales, but I'm going to say the hand went over the net and it was touched 4 times. So the point goes to George Washington. 3 points away from capturing this first set. It'll be Amina Robinson, the serve. Not much of a jump from her. Beyond the back line, set, swing, far side. Torres kept in play by George Washington. Here's Myers, tipped at the net, and just a free ball sent over. Down the middle, swing. Some trouble for George Washington, bumping over her free balls. Torres again. That set near side. Myers trying to find a dead spot in the zone, but NJIT, excellent defensive effort to push it back over with the free ball. Far side swing, excellent dig. Robinson that time. Now Myers, and the rally continues. In system, NJIT. Torres pokes it over with the roll shot. It's set up again. Here's Myers a third time, and this time she hugs the sideline on the far side. And a huge win on the point for George Washington. And it's 23-11. (23-16), that is the score. Robinson serves again. She had some excellent defense on the last point. NJIT, free ball. Allred sets it up, and a swing from Myers a bit long. 23-17. Pedro Chirino squad looking for a bit of a rally here. Doa Emil, she'll serve. The libero. Like that, a system along the back line. Robinson sends it up for Myers, and she'll knock it a bit long. Back-to-back points for NJIT. Serve again from Emil. Robinson on the receive. Good pass up front. Over to the far side, and Womble gets herself another kill. Her 5th of this first set. Hitting percentage up to 400 for Liv Womble. She'll serve. Low serve. In system are the Highlanders. Back to the near side. Roll shot from Getz-Morales. Allred sets. Myers swings. Blocked back. GW able to cover. Trying to send a dump move over was Grace Allred. And the point will go to NJIT. (24-19), GW has the lead. Second set point for the Colonials out of Washington, D.C. Some confusion, but now a substitution. Getz-Morales comes out. So does Maddie Dennis. Checking in is the very tall Kelly Onwander. Stands at 6 feet 4 inches tall. Along with now the server, Juliana Impaglia. NJIT looking to spoil this first set. Myers near side. Excellent dig by the libero, Emil. Back row attack. That's out of bounds from Asher Verlone. And that is how set number 1 comes to an end. And GW picks up its 3rd consecutive set victory dating back to last match. 25-19, Colonials pick up the victory in set number 1. We'll step aside to a quick break. We'll be back on the other side of set number 2 here on the Bucknell Athletics YouTube channel.
Everybody wants to eat better. And the only thing better than eating better is eating better while you're spending less. And that's what you'll get at your neighborhood Wise Market. Whether it's everyday low price, buy more, save more, or a weekly ad special, you'll spend less at Wise. All the foods you like at prices you'll love.
Eat better, spend less, that's Wise.
At times like these, we lean on each other, family, friends, neighbors. We're united in the fight. Geisinger was born more than 100 years ago in the face of another public health crisis. We beat that one, we'll beat this one too, by doing what we've always done, provide world-class health care to our neighbors and friends and their families. Long live heroes. Long live everyone.
And he was never seen again.
Boy, talk about scary. You should see these fees on our checking and savings account.
Emily's dad saves a bunch at PenFed.
Oh, your dad wasn't in the military.
He doesn't have to be.
Everyone can get great rates at PenFed.
You should probably join PenFed.
Get hassle-free checking with no ATM or monthly fees.
Are you going to be here all night?
Whether you're in uniform or not.
PenFed's got great rates for everyone.
For me, the best part about being a primary care clinician is establishing that long-lasting and unique relationship that you have with the patient, but also extending that to their families. Once you've established that rapport, you can really help someone reach the highest quality of care as well as allow them to become the best version of themselves.
Lisa, this is a message from the Sheetz Curbside Broadcast System. Use your Sheetz app, Lisa. Order dinner for you and Jeff and the kids. And throw in your favorite chips and soda. Why not? Good curbside handoff. Sweet job, everyone. The Sheetz Curbside Broadcast System thanks you. Sheetz run and done.
has forced George Washington to burn both of its timeouts. Take a look at the Colonial squad, getting instructions from first-year head coach Katie Reifert. Reifert, who picked up her first career win just about a little over an hour ago, a 5-set triumph over a good LIU Shark squad. The first of many for the GW Volleyball alum Reifert. She played 2007 to 2010 for the George Washington Colonials, and now she returns to Rama Mater, hoping to turn around a squad that went just 2-25 one season ago. But from what we've seen so far, be a lot more wins in store for Reifert this season, and obviously much beyond. So out of the timeout, all knotted up at 14. George Washington won the first 25-19. Doa Emil serves. Near side swing, excellent dig by Emil, but the pass a bit too far up front. Maddie Dennis could not get a bump set under it. And the point goes back to George Washington. Now an opportunity perhaps for the Colonials to pull away some more. Robinson Libero serves, not much of a jump from her. In system off serve receive. Over to the far pin, poked over by Getz Morales. Here's a swing, and that will be a kill. Was in bounds from Liv Womble. 2 consecutive points for George Washington. Much cleaner point right there. An excellent job by the Colonials to remain in system. Robinson serves, low one off the top of the net. Goes straight down, 16-15. Couple of subs. Impaglia and Godwin check in. Dennis and Getz Morales check out. First time we've said Emma Godwin's name, the Chicago, Illinois native, on the afternoon. Juliana Impaglia, one of a couple of setters this team features. We've seen her. We've seen mostly Maddie Dennis so far this afternoon. Swing kill. That one coming from Liv Womble. Another excellent kill from her, her 9th of the match. Womble has been a kill machine on the front row these last couple of matches today, and now the Wilmington, North Carolina native will serve. Received on the back line that time. Put on over, and Laura Elmajolo unable to collect it. Tried to pancake it up, but just misses a bit wide of her. 1 point margin for George Washington. Ellie Torres looking to tie things up on the serve. Robinson, Myers, roll shot, and success. 18-16, excellent job by Brittany Myers, and the defense was playing back. She softened things up a bit and dropped it on in. Bella Bowman serves. 2-point lead for George Washington. Set in the middle, over to the near side. A swing, and that's a kill. Asher Valone, excellent job by Impaglia. Set things up in the middle. Now we're seeing more of Juliana Impaglia at the setter. Last weekend, the way they split it up, they had Impaglia play the first match against Northern Illinois. Then Dennis played the second one against University of Illinois Chicago. And then kind of for now, they've just been going back and forth, depending whether they're playing a 5-1 or a 6-2. What strategy they want, and who else but Drelling gets herself another kill. Her 6 has been a bit more quiet than what we saw in the first match, but still a quiet yet impressive 6 kills. Markella Lanera, she'll serve. 2-point lead for George Washington, trying to close in on a second set victory. Set in the middle, down the middle swing, that's a kill. Courtney Branch, her 4th tonight. So 19-18, George Washington leads. Set number 2, 1-0, George Washington leads in sets. Serve sent away by Maddie Dennis. Now back in at setter. Drelling has it blocked back. What an effort. Courtney Branch. Tons of power on that one sent back. And we're all tied up again. Certainly have to praise the effort for Pedro Trevino's squad in the second set. Free ball sent over from the back row from Liv Womble. Set in the middle, over to the far pin. Nice dig from Bella Bowman. Be another back row attack from Womble, dug up by Ellie Torres. Here's Getz Morales. Good pass up front in system. Dump move attempt from Gloria. That one off the hands of Robinson. NJIT has picked up its first lead of the set, 20-19. Dennis serves. Amajolo sets it. Was tipped. Collected by NJIT. They drop it in again into no man's land, and it's 21-19. NJIT leads. NJIT bench. Surely into it now. Set in the middle. Poked on over from Drelling. NJIT in system. Valone has it sent back, but NJIT covers. Here's Getz Morales. That's blocked, and it lands in play. And a big point for George Washington, 21-20. Setter for setter sub. Allred checks in for Delara Elmajolo. Allred, the Solvin Lake, Michigan native, she'll serve with the left hand. That one's set over to the far side. Malone swings, blocked back. Elizabeth Drelling looked like she got a hand on it. And we're all knotted up at 21. Allred serves again. Then a set swings, just out of bounds from Courtney Branch. They thought it was in. NJIT beside itself, thinking that was in, but the back row officials said just missed the back line. So a 3-0 run has once again commanded the lead for George Washington. And that's a receiving error from Asher Valone, 23-21. And Pedro Trevino will take a timeout. 23-21. The lead belongs to George Washington. Trevino will gather his troops. Now both teams out of the allotted 2 timeouts per set. As Trevino and his NJIT team will look to stir something up and find a way to come back here in set number 2 and avoid facing a need for 3 set wins in a row to try and capture this match victory. Once again, 3rd of 4 today, 5 of 6 on the weekend between NJIT, George Washington, Bucknell, and LIU. And the first Bucknell Invitational since way back in 2019. We'll see the host Bison coming up at 4 o'clock. We're about a half hour following the conclusion of this. You can catch that matchup over on ESPN+. Grace Allred once again serves. She has helped spark a rally for this George Washington squad as they look to capture its 2nd set win in this match and its 4th set win in a row dating back to last match. That's out of bounds. Bit long from Adriana Getz Morales. And it's set point number 1 for George Washington. Since Allred is checked in, momentum has completely shifted back GW's way. Can NJIT keep it alive? They tried the dump move. That's set down the middle swing. Once again poked over with the free ball. Allred sets near side swing, a bit wide from Liv Womble. And NJIT hangs on. Set point number 2. 2-point lead for GW. Valone serves. In system set far side swing. And there's the kill for Liv Womble. And that is how set number 2 comes to an end. 25-22. GW has the lead. 2-0 for the Colonials. We'll step aside. Back for the third set on the other side of this break here on the Bucknell Athletics YouTube channel.
Every pass, every point, every win. What you don't see, the preparation, the dedication of every Bucknell student athlete as they strive to become champions and leaders who thrive in the classroom and beyond. Their passion for excellence fuels that pursuit, opening doors to a lifetime of success by way of Bucknell.
And he was never seen again.
Boy, talk about scary. You should see these fees on our checking and savings account.
Emily's dad saves a bunch at PenFed.
Oh, your dad wasn't in the military.
He doesn't have to be.
Everyone can get great rates at PenFed.
You should probably join PenFed.
Get hassle-free checking with no ATM or monthly fees.
Are you going to be here all night?
Whether you're in uniform or not.
PenFed's got great rates for everyone.
Hungry? Go Giant for dinner. Feed the family with giant-sized subs from Jersey Mike's. Order through our app for no-contact pickup or delivery. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Whether it's Red Robin Burgers at home or at our place, we'll always give you plenty to smile about.
Red Robin. Yum.
For me, the best part about being a primary care clinician is establishing that long-lasting and unique relationship that you have with the patient, but also extending that to their families. Once you've established that rapport, you can really help someone reach the highest quality of care as well as allow them to become the best version of themselves.
Lisa, this is a message from the Sheetz Curbside Broadcast System. Use your Sheetz app, Lisa. Order dinner for you and Jeff and the kids. And throw in your favorite chips and soda. Why not? Good curbside handoff. Sweet job, everyone. The Sheetz Curbside Broadcast System thanks you. Sheetz run and done.
Set number 3. 2-0 the lead for George Washington, looking for its second win of the season, second win in just a couple of hours as they lead the NJIT Highlanders. GW won set 1, 25-19. Then they won set number 2, 25-22. Set number 2 was a much closer back and forth set. NJIT certainly gave George Washington all it could handle. The teams have switched sides. We're about ready to get underway once again on behalf of our entire crew. I'm Jake Starr. Thanks for joining us for the third of 4 matches on this Saturday, the 2022 Bucknell Invitational. George Washington beat LIU 3 sets to 2, excuse me. A couple hours ago, Bucknell beat NJIT earlier this morning in a sweep. And then Bucknell and LIU close things out around 4 o'clock on ESPN+. First point, Tiara Porter does what she does best. Finds the back line, gets herself a kill, her 4th of the afternoon so far. 1-0 GW. Obviously, we'll see how much NJIT has left. Certainly gave its all in that second set. Amina Robinson serves for the Colonials. Hits off the tape, and it's an ace. Sometimes a little bit of luck is all you need. And for Robinson, serve was a bit low, but got a good enough roll to the top for the ace. 2-0 GW, set number 3. Near side swing, tipped out of bounds. That'll be a kill and a point for Ellie Torres. 2-1 the score, GW leads. Torres, responsible for the last point. Stands deep behind the line of serve. Gets it away. Robinson, excellent job to come down with it. Right pin attack. That time it's from Womble. Knocked out a system and a free ball. Attempt to be sent over by NJIT. That was a 4th touch from Emma Godwin. So 3-1 GW. Liv Womble serves, 2-point lead for the Colonials. Down the middle attack, hits the top of the tape. Excellent job by GW to keep it in play. Set at the midline with a bump. Hooked on over by Asher Valone. Down as Womble to Anita, dig it up. Now here's Myers, and it's a kill. Brittany Myers, 9th kill of the game. She continues herself an excellent Saturday afternoon she's having. Womble serves again. In system, there's Valone, blocked out of bounds. Off the hands of Delara Elmajolo. 4-2 the score. Neither team hitting particularly excellently through 2 sets. GW certainly the advantage at 187. And NJIT through 2 sets hitting just 104. Liv Womble, though, leads the way at 471. Varela at 333 for NJIT. They try to chip into this 2-point deficit. Excellent serve receive. Back to the far side. Tip. That's out of bounds. Point belongs to Liv Womble and George Washington. Couple of subs. Out goes Myers and Penelope Hippler. Ins Bella Bowman. She'll serve the Louisville, Kentucky native. Floats it over. Serve receive for NJIT. Free ball pushed over from inside the 3-meter line. Back to the near side, Drelling, and another excellent kill for her. 7th kill of the match for Elizabeth Drelling. Worked across court for the near pin towards the far sideline. Bella Bowman serves again, leader on this George Washington team. There's a nice kill, that time off the hands of Courtney Branch. Branch, the Willow Springs, Illinois native. Had 7 kills this morning against Bucknell. And for Branch, that's her 5th kill so far on the afternoon. Maddie Dennis will serve for NJIT, the setter on the serve receive. Set in the middle, down the middle swing. That's a bit wide and outside from Markella Lanera. 6-4 the score. Maddie Dennis will serve again for NJIT. They're down by 2. Set up in the middle. Drelling has it tipped out of bounds. Point belongs to GW, 7-4. So the ball goes back GW's way. Now set the serve. It'll be Markella Lanara. Lanara comes from Athens, Greece. She's a junior. 17 starts over 24 matches a season ago in her sophomore campaign. Way out of system is NJIT, and that'll be a service ace for Lanara. 3rd service ace of the afternoon for George Washington. They've doubled up NJIT. It's 8-4. Lanara serves again. Off the tape, and it's an ace. Back-to-back. Service aces for Markella Lanara. Certainly not the most traditional looking aces in the world. But if you're George Washington, you'll certainly take it. A team that has been looking for a break to go its way. They've been getting those breaks these last couple of hours between the LIU match and now this matchup with NJIT. That sails a bit outside, so 10-4. George Washington leads, and Pedro Trevino will take a timeout. So he'll address this group, down 10-4. We'll keep things here. 6-point deficit for the NJIT Highlanders. And in the last set, when Trevino addressed this team, they came out swinging. They came out on a little bit of a run, forced GW to take a couple of timeouts. Now you'll take a look there, all huddled up around their head coach Trevino, trying to find a way to come back and make this a competitive third set, and hope to send this to a fourth and maybe fifth set here at Davis Gym. It's an NJIT team, pretty experienced, all things considered. Only 4 newcomers, 12 returners, 5 of them seniors, 2 juniors, 5 sophomores. And they've kept things close. You know, Trevino talked about, even though they lost 3-0, 3-0 the first 2 matches last weekend, last Friday night out in Chicago, they kept it close. And that's what you're asking for a group that's still trying to find its identity. And we talked earlier in the broadcast, the word that Trevino used often was scrappy. You know, they were scrappy in their win over St. Peter's, and they were a scrappy bunch. They're a bunch who wants to be out there, loves to play with one another, and Trevino loves coaching them. And you know, someone like Trevino at the helm, it's only a matter of time until this NJIT team really gets over the hump. Markella Lenara, once again to serve. She's helped spark a bit of a rally for George Washington. All out of sorts is NJIT. They'll poke a free ball over. Set in the middle, over to the far side, a swing by Liv Womble. Now they're in system, NJIT. Bit of miscommunication for GW. That one bounces right of the pin. Makes it 10-5. Asher Valone back to the back line to serve for the Highlanders. Into the net, that's a service error for Valone. 6th service error for NJIT on the afternoon so far. They've yet to record an ace as well. Grace Allred, other setter on this team, will serve. Just misses a bit long. Allred and Delara Elmajolo split up the serving responsibilities along with the setting responsibilities, that is, too. Allred remains in the game as Delara Elmajolo takes a seat. 5-point deficit for NJIT. Doa Emiel serves. Allred sets it. Excellent job to corral it. Trying with the roll shot. NJIT keeps it in system. Below a backline attack, and it's blocked back down from Tiara Porter. Once again, doubling up NJIT is George Washington, 12-6. Now it's Penelope Hippler. She'll serve the Naperville, Illinois native. Over towards the far side, there's Torres swing. Robinson tried to come down with it, couldn't on the dig. Excellent swing from Ellie Torres. 7th kill of the night for her. Couple of substitutions. In comes Impaglia and Godwin. Out comes Maddie Dennis and Adriana Getz Morales. Paglia serves. Down to a knee, Robinson on the serve receive. Back to the near side, Myers. Popped high up into the air. That's set beyond the 10-foot line. Just the free ball sent over. Dug up by George Washington, and there's a kill once again. It's Brittany Myers. 6-point lead for George Washington in the third set. 12 points away. Capturing a 3-0 sweep. Amina Robinson, the Detroit, Michigan native, serves. In system, NJIT. Over to the far side, Godwin. She collects herself a kill. Just the first kill of the night for Emma Godwin. I haven't seen much of her. The senior from Chicago, Illinois. She was, though, fair on the team at kills last season. Down by 5 is NJIT. Ellie Torres will serve. Myers again, blocked back. Robinson couldn't collect it. An excellent job by NJIT. 4-point lead for George Washington. Let's see what NJIT has in store. 13-9. The lead for the Colonials. Highlanders looking to battle back. Off the tape, Robinson. Down on the serve receive. Free ball pushed over by Allred on the bump. Set in the middle in system. That's blocked. Into formation now goes GW. Joust at the net. And that battle will be won by Addie Feek. Haven't seen much of her, but some scrappy play up front. Able to collect the kill for the 6', 3-inch middle blocker out of Winter Park, Colorado. Womble serves off the tape. NJIT somehow stays in system. Hooked on over to the far side. That's tip. Womble gets herself another kill. 15-9. George Washington 10 points away from a sweep. A 2-1 weekend. And also matching last year's win total on this September the 3rd. Cross court set. That's a block. And whoa, nice job by Brittany Myers getting up for it along with Delara Elmajolo. Now it's 16-9. George Washington could run away with this easily. They can get a couple more points here. Serve over from Womble. Set at the net. Blocked back again. We're really seeing the height for George Washington take effect, and there it is again. Elmajolo and Addie Feek, 6 foot and 6'3" respectively. Couple of blocks on that rally. And George Washington's pulling away in the third set, just 8 points away from a sweep over the NJIT Highlanders. Pedro Trevino takes his second and final timeout of this third set. We'll keep things here as the teams go to the benches for about a minute. For George Washington, got to be tired. You got to think that certainly some fatigue. Thoughts of tiredness is going through the heads of the George Washington Colonial players, but they have been excellent in this match against NJIT. They have played 8 sets in about the last hour and a half. So it certainly has been a tough test for this George Washington team. But if they can find a way to scratch and claw and get 8 more points, head on the bus back to Washington, D.C., and they don't play again until Friday night against Binghamton and Ryder. 12 and 6 o'clock first serves, respectively. On the other side, NJIT hosts Fairleigh Dickinson on Tuesday this week, so not much of a break for them. And that's the final matchup for both teams in this weekend's Bucknell Invitational. NJIT looking to avoid going 0-3. George Washington looking to come out and head home with a 2-1 running record. 17-9 to score. Womble serves. Set in the middle. Here's Valone. Gets herself a kill. And off the hand of Liv Womble along the far sideline. And a big point for NJIT. If they're going to string a rally together, has to start right now. Ines Varela, Portugal native, will serve. Pounds them onto the hardwood a couple of extra times. Robinson on the serve receive. They're in system. Myers registers another kill. Emma Godwin tried to go up and block it, but trapped it against the net. Couple of subs. Maddie Bella Bowman, checks back in. She'll serve from the back line. In system, near side swing from Godwin. Joust at the net. Battle won by Courtney Branch. She drops it in for a kill. 7th kill of the afternoon for Courtney Branch. She's hitting .364. One of the bright spots on this NJIT team. Branch, the only Highlander hitting above 200. Womble has led the way offensively 12 kills and a .465 hitting percentage for George Washington. And right on cue, make that another one for Liv Womble. 13 kills to lead the squad on the afternoon. Libero Robinson will check out. De'Ara Porter back in. Addie Feek, the senior, she'll serve a high arcing serve. Towards the far side, gets Morales, blocked at the net, able to settle things down. Porter has it sent back, but it's out of bounds. 20-11, 9-point lead. And 5 points, all that stand between George Washington and a 2-1 weekend. Feek serves again. Once again, sends it deep to the back row. Down the middle, roll shot from Branch. In system, near side, swing, kill. That time it's Elizabeth Drelling. Haven't called her name in a while for Drelling, but it's still her 9th kill. As we said, she has had an excellent weekend for this George Washington squad. 4 points away from a sweep, but the ball will go back towards NJIT as Addie Feek puts that into the net. First service error. Kylie Flynn, Nelson, New Zealand native, checks in for the first time. 9-point deficit for NJIT. Flynn serves it over. Robinson on the serve receive. And system near side, Drelling. Excellent dig up by the libero Emil. And an overpass comes back to help for NJIT. Drelling couldn't get a hand on it. And it's an 8-point deficit for NJIT. George Washington, though, remains 4 points away from a sweep over the NJIT Highlanders. Kylie Flynn serves again, the transfer from Caldwell College. Down the middle swing, that lands in. And once again, who else on that one but Liv Womble? Make that 13 kills on the afternoon so far. Setter swap out, Laura Elmajolo out. In comes Grace Allred. Allred will serve. Left-handed serve. Flynn on the serve receive. They're in system. Swing from the far side is blocked. Myers and Drelling went up for it on the right side of the net. And just 2 points away is George Washington from a series sweep. Gets it over. Flynn on the serve receive. Near pin. Set. Libero Robinson, but they'll call a double touch on her. 23-14. NJIT needs 11, can only afford to give up 1. Emil Libero on the serve. Down the middle swing, and that's a kill. Sierra Porter once again, there's her 7th of the afternoon. And it's match point number 1 for George Washington, looking for a sweep. Penelope Hippler, she'll serve. George Washington looking to close things out. Floats the serve right to the 3-meter line. Roll shot, block at the net. They'll call a double touch. Sierra Porter, a little bit of trouble corralling it. See a sub here. A couple players check out, couple in. Impaglia, Godwin in. Dennis and gets Morales. Head back to the bench. 9-point deficit for NJIT. It's match point number 2 for George Washington. Robinson on the receive, set in system down the middle. Swing Porter. It's dug up over to the far side. A swing, that's out of bounds. Off the hands of Ellie Torres and George Washington. 25-15 and set number 3. Picks up the sweep. Picks up win number 2 of the season and win number 2 of the weekend. This time over the NJIT Highlanders. And in Katie Reifert's first season, she's picked up her first 2 career wins in the last couple of hours and has already matched last season's win total. And you know, a lot more to come still for this Colonials squad. With the win, George Washington 2-4 on the season. They complete their weekend 2-1. They play Binghamton and Ryder next Friday at home. And for NJIT, they fall to 1-6 on the season and 0-3 on the weekend. Their next action is Tuesday against Fairleigh Dickinson. Bucknell and LIU coming up at 4 o'clock on ESPN+. We'll talk to you in a bit, and on behalf of our entire crew, I'm Jake Starr signing off. George Washington wins it 3-9.